Hey, Mike Callahan here. Have you ever wanted to service Autopilot for success, whether you're using it for day one or been using it several years? Well, I've got great news for you. We're going to have a 2-day implementer event February 18th and 19th in Rochester, New York, where you can hang out with myself and the Simple Growth team, and we're going to teach you all the fundamental foundation things that you need in Service Autopilot to be set up for success. So if you're interested, click the button below. We're going to show you how to sign up for this 2-day event with myself, Mike Callahan, and the Simple Growth team. If that wasn't enough, I'm actually going to show you what is included in this 2-day implementer event. So once again, if you've never had Service Autopilot, you're looking to set it up for success from day one, or you've had it 4 or 5 years and you're in the 10% club and you're just not using the system the way it should be set up, we're going to be able to handle that. So the first thing we're going to do is handle the estimate request process. We're going to go out and show you how to build out an estimate request form and be able to get that HTML code to go to your webmaster so someone can hit your website and automatically be entered into SA. We can track the sales source, where they came from. Down on the bottom here, we're going to go into client source when they come in and actually call your office or text your office. How to get them into the system, the best workflow, and track the things we need to be tracking so we have better reporting later for lead acquisition and marketing costs. Once we have them into Service Autopilot, the next point of failure here is creating an estimate. So what we're going to do is go out and help you build out 2 templates, which are going to load all your services, so it's literally a click and quote scenario. So we're going to have a client template and a lead template, and we're going to load in all your services. So in this basically one-to-many event, up to 20 people, we're going to hopefully build out 4 to 5 services so you have a working model so you can continue to build out more. But basically, we are going to teach you how to fish and basically not just give you a fish. We're going to work through that process with you and actually go into such things as custom fields. These are job variables such as church square footage or maybe square footage of home if you're in a home cleaning industry. So we're going to help you build out a simple 2-line pricing matrix, which is going to be able to help automate the calculating of your price, your budgeted time, your cost, and basically your profit margin. Included in that is our Simple Growth blueprint to be actually go out and build these on your own later. And we're going to walk through and show you how to build out a pricing matrix for success from day one. So we're going to go in, build out a client template and a lead template for separate marketing, copy, and conversations, custom fields for these services, and a template that preloads all the services. Basically, it's a standardized workflow day in and day out that you can work now for success for yourself or your team if you want to delegate this process. So once we've created this estimate, we've clicked on the template, the price automatically loads. Next thing is we're going to save and actually go out and email the estimate. So we're going to show you how to build a pre-built templated email that automatically has a quote link in it and some other information. So it's a set it, forget it, standardized process. Now once this email goes out to your client, they're actually able to click that link, the estimate pulls up, they can check what services they want and what they don't want, scroll down to the bottom, get an electronic signature, and we're going to record an IP address, time and date stamp with a printable PDF of the signature if you ever need that on record. So this is going to be a turnkey solution. That's the biggest point of failure that we find anyone trying to set up Service Autopilot or using Service Autopilot currently that isn't using the full power of the system. Next thing we're going to do is go in and estimate won and lost process. How do we handle that for list hygiene? What's the best workflow? How do we go into that estimate, convert that lead into a client, and then schedule off that estimate? So we don't have duplicate contacts of a lead and a client. We have a standardized workflow that's predictable and can be delegated. After we've done that, we're actually going to go in and how to schedule the work. We're going to go over one-time jobs, reoccurring jobs, and waiting lists. The waiting list job is maybe it doesn't have to be done today, but it needs to be done in the next 30 days. We're going to show you how to set that up and manage that process. And then we're going to go in and actually show you how to route the work. Route optimization works amazing in the system, but a lot of times there's points of failure when you're not setting up the crews right and the system foundationally. So we're going to walk through that process for you so you know exactly what's going on. In addition, we're going to go into package jobs, similar to like a fertilization package. So maybe 5 or 6 or maybe 8 rounds that are included in that package. We're going to show you how to actually set that up in the estimate process, how you actually schedule that, and then get that on a waiting list for success. That's going to go into that scheduling and routing sequence. Next thing we're going to go is going into the dispatch board. So this is where we actually get the jobs on your mobiles or print them out. We're also going to go in and show you how to manipulate the system and adjust it on the fly if you have a person that doesn't show up on the crew. So we have the correct payroll and we have the correct job costing. Next thing we're going to do is close out day screen. That's where we're going to get the start and stop times for every job we do so we can run the reports later to make sure we're making money in each and every job that we do. So in addition, we've got the routing, the dispatch, and now the closeout day screen. We're going to show a quick sanity check to make sure you have a start and stop time that makes sense, a budgeted time, and believe it or not, some people we've worked with don't have a price in there for, say, a weekly lawn mowing or a deep clean in the home cleaning industry. We're going to give you a quick sanity check, the process I use in my company to make sure things work the way they should day in and day out without me, the business owner. And then finally, we're going to go into accounting across the back end and show you how to actually get these bills out via print, email, and how to run charge cards to make sure you're set up success so you get money in the bank paid when you deserve to be paid. We're also going to go over some system defaults of daily billing, weekly billing, monthly billing, or even a custom billing with maybe billing customers every 20th of every month, whatever your system looks like. We'll also get into custom scheduling, particularly maybe like you want to do every 3 weeks on a Friday. We'll show you how to set that up and manage that process for success. If this wasn't enough, depending on our timeline and interest, we're going to get into job costing. So we're going to show you how to run job costs to make sure you're making money on each and every job. We're going to go through our daily KPI product and how we use that to make sure each and every day each crew is making money, how to take the results out of that, and build out a public accountability system. So this is something that's going on your dry erase board or your chalkboard in your shop, and based as a non-motion percentage with a plus and minus for compliments and complaints. We're going to have a productivity standard along with a quality standard to drive good production with profitability along with quality results. We're also going to dive into forms. Forms for workflow are going to be amazing. And then in addition, depending on the makeup of the crew and people we have in the room, we are probably going to also get into some foundational automations of how to build them out and the workflow and process behind that. And finally, we're going to get into to-dos. So that's going to be able to set some accountability for when things need to happen. They're always done and assigned with tasks, so the business is not relying on you, the business owner, to go out and manage the process daily. We can assign tasks or to-dos to a specific person with a deadline with instructions. Now we're taking what's in the business owner's manager's head and putting it in the system, let the system manage the daily workflow. So if this sounds of any interest, click the button below. $9.97, 2 days with myself, Mike Callahan, The Simple Routine, Rochester, New York, February 18th and 19th. Can't wait to see you there. Limited availability right now. As I'm recording this, we have room for about 5 more people. So if this is something you want, click the button below and save your spot. February 18th and 19th, Rochester, New York. Fly in. We're staying at the Victor Hampton Inn, and all the details are on the button here after you click it. So look forward to see you in Rochester, New York, February 18th and 19th.